It's the mothers who suckle and wean them that know their child. So I'm confused as to why a father would be in a position.
You don't want the tradition.
Fathers, sorry?
What is the age?
I'm going to continue what I'm saying.
That's true, isn't it?
I'm going to continue what I'm saying.
You've been victimized.
The reality is, fathers are out at work, and if we're talking about back in the day and all that, realistically,
fathers are the leaders.
Fathers are the leaders.
Yes,
fathers
exactly.
are getting the bread and butter.
Exactly.
The women are at home with the children.
Yes.
The father is not in a position to know their children intimately like their mother. Why can't the mother have a say? It's not dependent. It's general.
No, it's not general.
Who grew you? Who grew you?
I agree with you. The value.
Who grew you? Who grew you? Was it your mother or father? Be honest.
Yep.
Who was with you more?
No, look, it's different.
Who was with you more?
That's every single person loves their mother sometimes more.
No. Who was with you more?
I appreciate my mother.
Who was with you more?
In Islam,
I'm not making it personal.
Okay, Islamically, I'll answer.
It's a general thing.
Islamically, I'm supposed to love my mother.
I was with my mom more.
Yeah, Islam says that.
If you know what with your dad's more, that's fair enough, but that's not general. Well, you don't know that pre means before. So what are you saying? No, you said pre is transition. Pre is before. Pre is before.
That is transitioning.
Pre is before. You don't even know what pre means. So who are you correcting?
It means before.
Exactly. No, because I corrected you.
What is your
But you're saying pre is transitioning.
You understand the Islamic?
I don't care. Pre is before. Pre is not transitioning. No, because you like no. That's the thing. You don't like it when I place it on you. You guys are not being sincere. You don't know what pre-puberty means. Pre is before, not transitioning. I corrected you and I told you. It means pre. It means before. So how did it even touch puberty?
This is all on camera. You can see it for yourself. Everything is written. Everything is clear.
I'm the one that gets
sincere. In Islam, we told you clearly the
Oh, 2 seconds I was sincere. Now I'm not. I'm insincere.
I didn't say that. I said be sincere. But what I'm saying to you is,
are you saying that I'm not sincere? Why am I not sincere?
Because you're not listening to the conversation now. You're just talking over us. And the thing
what
is,
do you mean I'm talking over you?
Let me tell you why.
By the way, there's two of you, you know. And when I'm looking for something, you're thinking something else.
We've given you the answers in Islam.
You are talking to me.
In Islam.
I was talking to him.
What do you mean?
Oh, come on.
We're having a conversation, so you're talking. You're talking to someone. No, that's silly now. You're obviously talking to me. Why are you talking to someone that's on the same page?
And you know who I'm talking to. Right. So let's go.
So who are you trying to convince? Are you convincing me or here? Yeah, but you're giving me your point of view. So why are you talking and giving the same point of view that you have? You're obviously talking to me. You're being silly.
Like the question that you're going to ask according to the Bible.
According to the
See, they're going on another thing again. Let me find it, man. Hold on.
A male or female has to show some signs of physical development.
Okay.
Pubic hair for female, breast development.
One curly hair. You're ready.
And maturity.
Okay.
Maturity.
One curly hair and you're ready.
Not all
Come on now.
females undergoes menstruation. It delays, and this is what the eye is talking about.
That's not a generalization, but that is exception.
Okay, you don't agree with me. We'll end the conversation.
Why? Because you don't want me to bring out the Ida?
What
question have I not answered?
No, you literally proved to you.
What question have I not answered?
The criteria of marriage in Islam. In Islam, we have sound judgment, we have development as well for a woman.
And you said that they have to satisfy everything, which includes a menstrual cycle.
Not every single criteria has to be satisfied. If you let me explain, for example, if a woman is just sound judgment, she has a sound judgment, but she doesn't have menstruation.
My point is, you shouldn't be marrying children in this day and age.
In your Bible,
in the Ida. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. There is an Ida.
Take the little girl for yourself in your own Old Testament.
So why are you jumping? Why are you jumping?
As Muslims.
Why are you jumping?
You literally say in your Bibles to take.
Why are you jumping?
The Hebrew word.
We can talk about that. We can talk about that.
It's ridiculous, man. Don't talk about Islam.
But regardless, no, we're not hypocrites. We're not hypocrites. We're not hypocrites. The fact of the matter is, Muslims around the world are applying the Iddah today. Muslims around the world are applying the Iddah today, which allows you to marry and divorce children. That is your religion. That is your religion. Unlike my Jesus, who says what? Love God with your whole heart, soul, and mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. The second is like it. Love your neighbor as yourself. Love your neighbor as yourself. Marrying a child is not loving your neighbor. Marrying a child is not loving your neighbor. Okay? We're talking about this. We're talking about this.
You're bringing up love your neighbor.
Correct. That's the second commandment. Is it loving to take a baby? Is it loving to take a baby? It's not loving. And people are applying it today in 2024. In 2024, there are child marriages. There are Islamic child marriages is happening today.
Come to Jesus.
Babies are dying through childbirth because of what is prescribed in your Sharia
The
law.
greatest command. Come to Jesus.
What's that got to do with
What's the
pre-puberty?
second greatest command? What's the first greatest
I already said the first, you're not listening.
What is it?
The first is to love God with your whole heart, soul, and mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. The second commandment is like it. Love your neighbor as yourself. Love your neighbor as yourself.
Let's see. What did you say again? What's the greatest commandment?
Love God with your whole heart, soul, and mind.
See, you're misquoting Jesus. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, so you're going to Google now?
I'm not Googling it.
I know.
I'm not Googling it. I'm Googling Hadith Ida because I can't find it, but I've seen it with my own eyes. Where grown men can marry children and divorce them. Listen, the Ida is for divorcing, yeah? And it's to ensure that if a woman is pregnant, that you know that they're pregnant. That is what the divorce Ida is for. That is what I am Googling. I don't need to.
What's the greatest commandment according to Jesus? He's like, right.
Love God with your whole heart, soul, and mind.
No. Let me get the evidence. You see, you're butchering. Are you butchering? Right, yes. So,
you see how they're changing the subject?
you're the one that would love your neighbor, and that's not the greatest commandment. That's the second greatest commandment.
I said that.
The first greatest commandment.
No, I said that.
Right. So listen.
I said that. I said
Listen
that.
to this, ladies and gentlemen. One of the teachers of the law came and heard them debating. Noticing that Jesus had given them a good answer, he asked him, of all the commandments, which is the most important one? What was your response? Love your God with all your heart. And you misquoted Jesus. The most important one, answer Jesus is, hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. And your Lord, love your Lord with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind, and with all your strength. The second is this: love your neighbor as yourself. There is no commandment greater than these.
Hallelujah!
You misquoted the
How did I misquote
it? Why?
How?
Because she's a Trinitarian Christian, and that's the reason why they've been programmed.
Wait.
Let's carry on.
What's the first law? What is the first law?
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Love your Lord, your God with all your heart,
See,
with all your soul,
it's
with all your mind.
called basic comprehension.
You're Trinitarian.
Hold on. It's called basic comprehension.
You're Trinitarian.
The Lord your God is one is a revealed truth. It's a fact.
I agree.
It's not a commandment.
I agree. It is a
It's
commandment.
not a commandment. God being one is not commandment. That's a fact.
Are you Trinitarian?
God being one is not a commandment. It's a fact.
Are you Trinitarian Christian?
God being one is not a commandment. It's a fact.
Trinitarian Christian?
God being
Are
one.
you a Trinitarian Christian?
God being one. God being one. God being one.
Christian, madam?
God being one. God being one. God being one is not a commandment.
You're on the camera.
God being one is not a commandment. That is a
Are you a
truth.
Trinitarian?
That is a
Are
fact.
you a Trinitarian?
That is a fact.
Are you a
No,
Trinitarian?
but you got it wrong.
Are you a
And
Trinitarian?
we need to establish that first. Because you said,
I got wrong.
yes, you said that the first commandment.
Yeah.
Huh?
I got wrong.
No. He said that the first commandment is the Lord your God is one. That in itself is not a commandment. That's a fact. The commandment comes next. Love God with your whole heart, soul, and mind.
You said originally. This is what you said.
I know I said that.
Wait, hang on.
The fact is, you don't understand the scriptures and you expose yourselves.
Hang on.
The Lord your God is one is not a commandment. That is a fact.
Hang on.
What's wrong with you lot?
Hang on.
Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul. I know it off by heart.
Greatest commandment. It's called the greatest commandment.
You don't understand the
Where did Jesus
scriptures.
quote from?
Let me ask you a question.
No, answer the question.
The Lord your God is one.
Where from?
Is that a commandment or a statement?
It's a commandment.
I can't help you.
Okay, do you know Deuteronomy?
I can't help you.
Do you know Deuteronomy chapter 6 verse 4?
How is that a commandment? How is God being one a commandment?
Let's see what Jesus says. Let's see what.
No, I'm asking you.
Right.
How is God being one a commandment?
I will let the Bible speak.
Is it a commandment or is it a fact? Is it a commandment or a
I'll let
fact?
the Bible speak.
Is it a fact or is it a commandment?
The teacher of the law asked. Let me get there.
This is embarrassment.
Oh yeah, embarrassment for you.
No, because I quoted it correctly. The commandment is to love your God.
No.
God being one is not a commandment, it's a statement.
Listen to this very
It's a statement of God and his nature. That yes, he is a triune God. Yeah.
What did the teacher of the law ask Jesus? Let's see if you really listen.
This man said, you don't even know what a commandment is. You don't even know what a commandment is. Why are you trying to teach me? Make your point and just get on with it.
Tell me, what did the teacher ask?
It's put in your hand, really.
Exactly.
You know, I got wrong.
I'm glad you admitted that you got it wrong. Yeah, you did.
What did the teacher
Just read it. What's the
What did
point?
the teacher of the law ask Jesus?
Which time? Which time? Yeah.
Which time?
Yeah, they asked Jesus so many things. Hold on a minute. But which situation? Which situation? People ask Jesus so many questions. Which situation are you talking about?
Did the teacher of the law ask
They asked him so many questions. Which question?
Mark chapter 12.
Okay, let me go back. I'm confused at what's going on here. Mark chapter 12 verse what?
29. What did the teacher of the law ask Jesus? And did Jesus clarify, "Hear, O Israel, Lord, the Lord is one," is not the greatest commandment? You add that. You added that. You added that.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, yes, oh dear.
You don't understand.
Oh dear, madam. Let's open it up.
God is not a commandment. God being one is not a commandment. That's the truth. What part of that don't you understand?
Read it. I let the Bible speak. I don't want to be my...
I'm going to read it one more time and then that's the end of that. But I need to try and find this Uda though.
I let the Bible speak.
It says, and one of the scribes came up and heard them disputing with one another. And seeing that he answered them well, asked him, which commandment is the most important of all? Jesus answered, the most important is, in quotes, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. And you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind, and with all your strength." That's the first commandment, to love God. To love God with your heart.
You never mentioned the earlier part. Why didn't you?
Because he asked me for the commandment. He asked me for the commandment. Because he asked me for the commandment. 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 Because it's not the commandment. The commandment is to love God with your whole heart.
Is it a factual statement?
Yeah, I'm not skipping it. But if you ask me for a commandment, that's not a commandment. But the commandment is to love God with all your heart. God being one is not a commandment, that's a fact. We're not talking about that. The fact is, God is one, yeah? That's a fact. That is not a commandment. You don't understand the scriptures. You don't understand the scriptures.
She did. Because I asked her. No, she missed the first part. The second part.
Yeah.
65 verse 6 years. And I asked her,
There's actually like a tafsir on it, I believe.
the tafsir would be on that. They said 65 verse 4, yes. So my question to you is, why do you think Christians respond like she did?
Wait, what? What did he say?
I didn't hear it.
What did you just say? What did you just say?
Nothing that she said.
Answer the question.
What is going on?
Or did she have it out of context?
Listen, God is one indeed. God is one indeed. I'm proud of it. I'm not a polytheist. I don't worship multiple gods. I worship one God. I'm proud of it. Yes, God is one. But the reality is, the reality is you asked me for the commandments. You wish. I quoted it word for word. I quoted the commandment word for word. What I would say is this. Go to the dictionary and type in, what is a commandment? Okay? It is a rule. It is something that you should follow. It's a divine rule. God being one is not a divine rule. That is a fact of his nature. What is going on?
And I'm not this way.
And the thing is, I keep on stopping because they're adding extra stuff. They say lies and then you have to... Oh my God.
And you shall love your God with all your heart, with all your mind.
Good. You should love.
Okay. So let's see.
I never skipped it.
You skipped it. You skipped it. You skipped it.
Is that a commandment? Is that a commandment? No. Is that the commandment?
Admit it.
Is that the commandment? No. Answer the question. Is that a commandment? Lord your God is one. Is that a commandment?
Complete.
Is that a commandment? Is that a commandment?
Your God ain't one.
Is that a commandment?
Okay. Your God
Is
ain't one.
it a commandment?
Madam.
Is it a commandment?
Ask me a question.
They don't want to answer. They can't answer basic.
Jesus.
It's such a shame that because you lot are so desperate to be right, that you don't tell the truth. I never misquoted him.
You did.
No, I never.
You did.
You asked me for the
Man
commandment.
is a witness. Everyone is witness here.
Anyway, I think I said enough. If you don't believe that, that the Lord your God is one is the commandment, I can't help you.
My question. Wait.
I cannot help you.
Wait. Where did Jesus get that commandment from? Did he get it on the spot? Where did he get it from? Let's see if you know. Here it is that the Lord God knows his way. Is that something new?
No, it's been preached in the Old Testament.
Right. And if you go to Deuteronomy chapter 6 verse 4, it says here, these are the commands, decrees, and laws the Lord your God directed me to teach you to observe in the land that you're crossing the Jordan to possess, so that you, your children, and their children after them may fear the Lord your God as long as you live by keeping all his decrees and commands that I give you, and so that you may enjoy long life. Hear Israel, and be careful to obey, so that it may go well with you, and that you may increase greatly in a land flowing with milk and honey, just as the Lord, the God of your ancestors, promised you. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with your soul. This is Deuteronomy chapter 6. Do you believe in the same God? Deuteronomy is the book of orders, decrees, and commands.
Yeah.
So you're just talking semantics here, because what Jesus is saying is exactly what Moses is saying. And you know what the Jews do? Every morning they wake up and this is their declaration.
So he is saying that the Lord your God is one.
Yes.
Within that statement, where's the commandment?
Yeah. Deuteronomy chapter 6.
No. The Lord your God is one. Where's the commandment?
What does Deuteronomy mean?
Where's the commandment?
Look, let's break it down.
Where's the commandment?
There you go.
No.
Read it.
The Lord your God is one. Where is the commandment?
You know Allah said in the Quran, even if you give them signs after signs,
let me say this.
They will never be.
Love God with your whole. Let me ask you this. Let me ask this. Love God with your whole heart, soul, and mind.
Chapter 30, verse 13. What did Jesus say?
Love God.
Neither shall they understand.
Love God with your whole heart, soul, and mind.
Understand Bible.
Listen. Love God with your whole heart, soul, and mind. How does that negate that God is one? How? It's a disgrace. These people, they don't understand basic English. The Lord your God is one is not a commandment. It's a statement of facts. Yes, Jesus was quoting the Old Testament. But the commandment is to love God. Love is a verb. It's a doing word. It's an action. Yes, God is love, but God is one, and that is a revealed truth and a fact. I can't help these brothers. The reality is we was talking about puberty. I was saying that today, in this day and age, grown men are marrying babies. He said that I would not let my child marry a grown man. But the reality is, in the holy books, it prescribes how you can go about doing that. And children are suffering at the hands of this text, which is meant to be universal, which is meant to stand for time indefinite. Jesus, he said something so profound, and I'm going to repeat it, because he wanted me to repeat it all day long, and I'm going to say it again. Love God with your whole heart, soul, and mind, and strength. This is the first and greatest commandment. The second is like it. Love your neighbor as yourself. Marrying babies is not loving your neighbor. But today Christians are following that commandment, and I invite you to follow the same. That's it.
Thank you. Well done,